So we're just are we just redoing the cutscene on this brand new 8th day?
Did we...
Yep.
It is over, right?
Yep, we're just redoing
Remiel
this.
told me a moment rather and low.
So everything's good. Is the final option called off?
I don't want to skip because this is a new video. I don't want to skip this, but I literally just watched this. Like I'm looking at the count. I'm looking at the audio now. I literally just watched this about 1 minute and 40 seconds ago.
There is no need to worry. Remiel has sworn upon his own name and on God's. Are you sure we can trust him? The angels may neither deceive nor lie. Their words are unvarnished truth.
Dad, we did it!
It's over. He can finally rest in peace now.
We did it! They're finally gonna lift the lockdown!
We really did it! I feel like all my
Yeah, not only...
yeah.
What's wrong?
Oh, it's just, I'm sorry. Oh my god, I believe...
I'm right. I wish it, so I feel... What do you mean?
You... Well done. The king of demons will award... Well then, first, order the demons not to attack humans, and bid them return to the demon world.
Damn right I will. How do I do that? Oh, I just think it. Alright, cool. Humans inside the lockdown. He does. Kazuya Mine has averted this catastrophe. The Lord has declared Mine his agent and Messiah, and has promised to lift the lockdown. Forthwith, all must treat the Messiah Mine with respect as they would the Lord. The Shumenkai supported Mine, and spreading his word, enjoy the same status. The lockdown of 7 days and nights is lifted. The righteous shall return to their lives. Only the Lord's agents may possess the power of demons from this day forth. Those who would willingly give up these powers go to the Shumenkai. From today on, the world should be ruled with love, justice, and His will. Love the Lord, love thy neighbor, and love thy and love thyself. Live lives filled with light. With the help of we angels and the Messiah, man must create a pure world free of injustice. This must stem from righteous living. Be considerate of your brethren. Offer them salvation. Unconditionally love thy neighbours without envy or malice. The slightest. Okay, I don't like that wording. The slightest sin will not be overlooked. Sinners will receive swift judgment. Those who live righteously will be praised by His light, filled with joy and glory. Remember always that no action escapes the Lord's sight.
Look! The sky's blue! With Babel subjugated and the gate closed, evil has vanished from the air. Well done.
This feels so great!
Yeah! We did it! We don't have to fear the demons anymore! Indeed not. By the Messiah's orders, the demons have been sent back to their world.
So then, if I'm the King of Bel, and thus the King of Hell, can I get Aya back?
The lockdown is lifted, and peaceful days will return. All thanks to our Messiah.
If she's alive, can I get Aya back?
Yes, you are our savior. He who has driven back the demons and saved mankind. If you dislike being called Messiah, I will refer to you as I always did before, but the devout will surely continue to venerate you. I hope you get used to it. It feels kind of strange calling you Messiah.
Hey, just to make sure, what's our death clock say?
You ain't got one, boy.
Oh, right. You're not still seeing a number, are you?
Nah, bruh, it's gone.
I knew it! I knew it! We really survived! Now, your name has become known to all the world as an agent of God. From now on, you must act to carry out the Lord's will as the Messiah.
Huh, and we're going to help him, right? What exactly do we have to do?
I have no idea.
An ambassador of God's order. That is the Messiah's role. The world has changed. It will no longer be governed by man's values, but by God's.
Okay, but what are God's values?
We must convey this message to the people of the world. A world dictated by God's values? Is that what God's order means? Yes, precisely. It is so that people will love others as they are loved. And on the opposite end of the spectrum, hurtful or deceitful actions must be punished.
Well, we don't need any crime in God's world. Everyone should be happy here.
Here's the thing though. If someone, like let's say someone kills my brother. That's a sin, clearly. They will be punished. However, I will be angry with them. Is that considered a sin? Is that, because that's wrath. That's wrath. Like wrath doesn't I have studied a lot about, especially Christianity. That came up a lot. I didn't get a good grade in fucking RE at school for nothing. I don't know why, but when I was younger, I was really interested in the differences between different religions. And it's like, wrath doesn't necessarily have to be action. It's like, wrath is also just considered anger itself. So, granted, it's to a certain extent, like avarice. Like, if you want something, cool. But like lust doesn't have to be sexual. It can also be like just wanting to acquire like wealth or items and stuff. So it's like to the point where if it borders on obsession, that's when it becomes a sin. When it basically dictates you as a person. But if someone killed my brother, I would be livid. I would be like, what's the word? Not irrehensible. No, I can't think of the word. This is a curse I have. I have a massive vocabulary, but I can never draw on the words at will. But like, I would be absolute livid, justifiably. But would that be considered a sin in this new world order? Because I like to believe my anger would be justified, but again, God and angels seem to operate above emotion. Therefore, would they look at that and be like, "Aight, bruh, look, you're angry at him for killing your brother. That's a sin." Or would they be like, "You know what? We're dealing with him. You calm down. Go about your business." How would it be dictated?
But I'm not sure how we'll be able to crack down on people who commit sins. There's no way we'll be on top of every little sin, you know?
So what do we do? Even with an army of cops, it'll be impossible.
Also, if I check out Amane's ass because I'm the Messiah, would it be worse? like, actually, how old is Amane? I need to double check that. Let's say Haru was walking down the street and I checked out that ass. Because it's not overwhelming me and my rationality as a person, you can argue that's not a sin. But I am the Messiah. I have to live by example. Therefore, would that be I want to say the word again, but I can't quite think of it. No, it's not apprehensible. It's Either way, would that not be okay in the slightest?
Until now, those who sinned could escape punishment so long as they were not exposed.
Is having a child out of wedlock considered a sin? Because it was looked down upon in society, but wasn't necessarily a sin. But adultery was. In some times throughout history, adultery was considered an actual sin, which kind of funny how you get to that, but I guess it's because you're overwhelmed with lust, and if it makes you lapse in judgment and sleep with someone despite being married, which is a holy union, I guess that would be seen as a crime against God. But like, just hitting it outside of wedlock, is that a sin in this world? Consuming meat, because consuming meat is murder. Murdering animals, is that well, then again, actually, when God had Cain and Abel, he had which one was it? I think it was Abel, who was sacrificing like lambs and stuff to him. So I guess murdering animals is okay because they're not seen as children of God. Maybe, I don't know.
That will change. God's sight will not overlook even the smallest sin.
I can get behind this ending, but I need answers to my questions before I can fully commit. That's the problem. Things are vague, and I have too many questions.
That is why the angels will remain. Sinners will be found and judged wherever they hide. They'll definitely be found with angels on the prowl. Yikes, we can't slip up.
But if you live a good life, there'll be no problems, right?
Masturbation. Some people say masturbation is a sin. You can make the argument that your desire to let one out like overcomes you, therefore you are submitting to the sin of lust. Is that a sin here?
Even better! We won't have to worry about a single thing! It'll be amazing!
You say that, my brain is the gears in my head are whirling a mile a minute. Thinking of all the possible scenarios where you could question daily life.
You think it'll be that easy?
If I had the answer to my questions, I could fully commit to this ending. I could fully commit, but I can't.
If we can't commit any sins, I feel like the pressure is always going to be on. You see what I mean? I feel like our lives are going to get a lot more cramped.
It's not especially hard. Any who would find it so are those who are tempted by sin. How many people dedicate their lives to wickedness? Most people will face no problems.
So you say it like that, dedicating your life to sin. That I can get behind, because then at that point, if you're dedicating your life to different sins, you are straight up a criminal. However, again, what dictates the sin? Is it the extremes? Is it the extremes of avarice and lust and wrath and all that? Because if so, sure. I doubt there's a single person in life who does not go through the day without committing one sin. To some degree. The question is, what is the degree? What is the allowable degree? During this goddamn COVID lockdown, I have sat in this house for weeks on end. Spoiler alert, I'm high risk, I'm not allowed out the house. So, since March when I was sent home, I've been out the house 5 times. Am I committing sloth? Because I'm medically advised to not leave the house or I'll die. Am I committing sloth? Will God punish me for not being outside for fear of my life? I need to know, like, what are the boundaries to what is an acceptable sin? Like, I don't know. I need these answers, Amane. You can speak to God and Remiel. Tell me these answers.
All they must do is briefly consider how their actions could affect others.
See, if that's all it takes, that's fine. If that's all it is, don't commit your life to sin, and at least every now and again consider if what you go about your life doing might affect someone else negatively. If that's all it is, that's perfectly fine, but I need these answers.
Isn't showing consideration for others only natural if they are to live in harmony?
I see. We just have to follow our common sense.
See, if that's all it is, that's fine. If that's all it is, that's fine.
Each person being considerate to others. This is what will bring about a world of order. Remiel said there is special significance in the Overlord spreading God's teachings.
Huh? Why does it matter that he's the Overlord?
Because it shows that even the King of Demons can rise above wickedness.
Because in time, demons will also live in this world governed by God's order.
I'm sorry, what? We're gonna let demons back in?
By living under God's will, the Overlord will guide the demons to order as well.
Okay, yeah, so it's literally gonna be demons and angels just side by side. Cool.
The demons?
Yes, the demons closely observe the actions of their Overlord. If he uses the power of demons to spread God's order, the demons will witness it. Demons that have never known order will have the chance to do so. That is the first step.
Apart from the demons that will reject this situation, then I guess I'll have to kill them.
God's order will cleanse their sins, eventually bringing true change to the demons.
I don't think it's that easy.
Wow! That's amazing! Not only will we be helping humans, but demons too!
I need you to stop talking.
As Remiel said, only he who is both Overlord and Messiah can accomplish this. Angels, humans, and demons all returning to his embrace is the peace the Lord yearns for.
I'm sorry. Demons returning to his... You're telling me that at one point God was like, yeah, bruh, demons, innit? You guys are cool. I don't know about that.
Starting tomorrow, we will work to accomplish this noble goal. Let us all do our best.
Alright, but do I get to rest my ass? Because a lot went... There we go, okay. Oh no, this is new entirely. Okay, thou art human, yet become the king of Pandemonium. Well done, emerging triumphant through the countless trials. Now that you, with thine authority over demons, knows before the Lord, this world will know his glory and will become a world of order. Beneath the light of order, the false, the troublesome, the heretics will be judged accordingly to their sins. I shall watch over thee in hopes that thou wilt act as his loyal servant and show eternal faith to him. I mean, yes. I'll take a save. Oh yeah, God versus hero. I'm gonna have to fight God after all.
Good morning. Did you sleep well last night?
Where did we sleep? Where did we sleep?
I'm glad to hear that. Then I'll go right into the current state of things.
Is that the first time we've ever heard her laugh? Is that the first time we've ever heard her show some sort of emotion that isn't just despair over the death of her father and casual monotone speaking?
The lockdown was lifted a short while ago. There is a checkpoint, but any without particular problems have been allowed out.
Huh? A checkpoint? What do you mean, any without particular problems?
Sinners.
I am referring simply to those who committed no sins during the lockdown.
Again, you're going to have to explain what a sin is.
Those who sinned gravely in the past 7 days, or those with comps, face punishment.
Okay, gravely. There we go. There we go. That's that along with everything else. That's all I needed. Slight sin, cool, because sins are so vague and all-encompassing. Sure, if you sin gravely, all right, cool. I'm on board. With that, I'm on board. Thank you, dear. You haven't answered my questions, but you've placated me enough.
Yikes. And they can't hide their sins, right? So there's no escape for them.
Nah, bruh, they fucked.
Wait, I can understand looking for criminals, but why is having a comp a problem?
I mean, if you have a comp now, after everything that's gone on, it's because you're not willing to give up the power of demons.
Demons have immense power, which God has forbidden humans to employ. The Overlord has ordered all demons to return to their world, so they are no threat.
Oh yeah, There's no need to defend ourselves with comps if they're not attacking us.
The comp enables dependence on the power of demons, which could lead to corruption. Only the Shomonkai, with the angel's blessing, as well as ourselves, may carry them. But even they must discard their comps once all the problems are settled. In the end, comps will disappear completely from this world.
But wait, all the demons left after he gave the order yesterday, right? Then no one can use comps anymore. So what do you mean by problems?
I'm assuming those who still have contracts with people.
Some demon tamers still hold comps, as well as the demons summoned from them.
There we go.
Huh? Why? Wouldn't their demons have returned to the demon world yesterday too?
Unfortunately, the Overlord cannot command demons with existing contracts. The comp serves as an intermediary for demons and humans to form contracts. Thus, as long as comps exist, his order cannot remove all demons from the world. That doesn't sound good. Just so I'm clear though, God's order applies outside the lockdown too, right? It's not like the world outside is just like it was, right? Yes, of course. All the world over has become God's kingdom. Everything outside the lockdown will be governed by God's will, just like here.
Question. I have so many questions about the situation. Like, I'm cool with it, but it brings up so many questions. This is a really interesting situation. What about other religions? In this canon, are there multiple, like, because gods and demons and angels are clearly all unique living things. So, like, are gods of other religions considered real? Are they real, or are they, like, or is it like bullshit in a way where, like, the actual main god that we're talking about is actually the foundation of all other religions, just through different perspectives? So, like, if I'm Muslim and, like, my mate down the road is Christian, would the god above us be the same? Or would it be like, I'd look at my Christian mate and go, so that's your god. That is your god. That is not my god expressly. Because what was his name? Yahweh? How did Loki pronounce it? The YHVH. That's meant to be like the Jewish, I believe, or Arabic. Jewish or Arabic? It's been a while since I looked into that. But I actually searched this out one time years ago. But, like, because that's a very specific god. That's a very specific religion's take on God. So in this world, will other religions have problems? Will this god look at a Muslim and go, you didn't worship me. You worshipped a false god. Boy, worshipping a false god is a sin. Get that ass punished. Like, how would that work in this situation?
It'll be a new world. But peace is good, right? This is how the world ought to be.
Yes, but again, imagine if I was Muslim and I was raised under specific beliefs for, let's say, 40 years. And then this happens, like, oh yeah, by the way, the Hindu god was actually the correct one. How would you expect me to react? How would that god treat me in my reaction? Like, even if I'm like, I can't fault proof, and I like, if I'm able to just overcome 40 years of just teaching and indoctrination, and I'm able to just go, cool, I'm looking at this god, he's clearly real, would the god still be like, nah, though, those 40 years, bruh, look, you had 40 years to figure this shit out, you didn't. I need to know. If you could see, if I could visualize the hand gestures and shit on all the pantomiming I'm doing as I speak, it would be hilarious. But it's like, how would this work? How would this work?
Yep, that's right. I mean, if everything she said is true, war will disappear too.
Wow, that would be awesome. It really will be a new world. Yes, which is why I'd like you all to lend your strength to accomplish this quickly. Many people are comfortable with the lawlessness inside the lockdown now. If these travesties are left unchecked, true peace will be but a dream within a dream.
I see. So saving the corrupt people here in the lockdown is the first step to God's order.
A job for heroes of justice, huh? Sounds way cool to me! Alrighty, I'm in!
It's high key insulting that the ending I got was the ending Keisuke would have loved if he survived.
First, we should patrol inside the lockdown. It's the best way to see what must be done.
What's up, Yoo-hoo?
Oh, nothing. Just... don't you think Amani's acting kinda like his secretary?
Kind of is. She had like one of God's right-hand men inside her brain and soul, directing her on how to get God's will done. And now that I'm the Messiah, she's kind of she is kind of my secretary now.
What's this? Could Yoo-hoo be feeling jealous?
The answer is yes.
Don't be ridiculous, that's wrong.
Atsu right, boy.
What? Hey, Yoo-hoo!
Atsu right, boy. Oh god. Why are there battles? Why are there... Well, I mean... I have to check for cracked skills. If there's nothing, I'll cut this out. Alright, hustle. Hustle was a thing. Cool. I'm probably still going to cut this fight out though, because it's just me checking just this. So, yeah, I'm going to cut this out. Be real. Be real. They were not leveled where I thought they would be. Granted, that was a normal battle, not a hard battle. So let's see how a hard battle is. And again, I'm going to check skills cut out. Oh, hello. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss by wire. Baby, my heart is on fire. Jesus. Alright, cool. I did that. It feels so weird getting XP from fights again. I was getting between 5 and 10,000 XP from fights again, as opposed to like the 500 I got grinding the Naoya place. Oh boy. At Shamakai headquarters are people who seem to be here to turn in their comps.
Ah, Messiah, good news. Many people are turning in their comps at the Angel's request. It's kind of you to say so. I'm working as hard as I can for a new world order.
Oh, look at her. Look at her trying her best.
Well then, please excuse me.
Yes, Master Fushimi. Thank you for your time.
Seriously. The amount of times Mr. Bosch here has showed up in the game. He's voiced like, what, 4 different NPCs? It's like... You'd think it'd be a more like prominent character.
Isn't that Fushimi?
Ah, it's you.
Hey there! What are you doing here, Commander Fushimi?
The government has me talking with the Shomonkai on what to do with the collected comps.
Oh, that makes sense. By the way, how are things outside the lockdown?
The Angel's proclamation seems to have been heard even on the outside, which confused many. Though the government gave an official statement at the same time, so it's in hand for now. It only became public now, but the Angels have been behind the government since the lockdown. The government would never have gone against the Angels' wishes.
I kinda get it, but not really.
Sorry, I haven't seen what it's like outside for myself. I don't know the details. Anyway, Japan will no longer be what it used to, but things won't change overnight. The outside world will have calmed down by the time we have dealt with things in here.
You hope so.
Oh, but one more thing before you go. Our cowardice caused you a lot of trouble.
You are 100% correct.
Despite that, you prevented casualties from demons and saved countless lives. I can't thank you enough for everything you've done. Just know it means a lot to me. If you'll excuse me, I have a full schedule.
You think I don't?
The outside world needs to change too. It might end up being tougher out there. There's no demons on the outside, right? Angels showing up would be a big shock.
Why did Casey have to be the one to go? Every time you I swear this... Erin Fitzgerald is such a strange voice actor to me. I either love her or I hate her. I don't know if it's the character she picks, but either every time they open their mouth I love them, or every time they open their mouth I hate them. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
Indeed, there is much work to be done outside as well. Let us finish things here quickly.
Like Bullet, fucking Ram Liefeld, Noir, love them every time they open their mouths. This bitch, Chie, no. It's like, I don't get what's the problem. I don't get what's the problem. Toko and Junko, sure, love them. I don't know what it is with this voice actress. It's just... I don't know what happens, but something goes on in my brain that's just like, nah, fuck this one. Fuck this one. I don't know, man. You know what I mean?
I've done a check around the park. There don't seem to be any particular problems. We have some time, so I'll fetch some drinking water for the group.
Is it just me, or does Amane seem really upbeat lately?
You call that upbeat?
You think so too?
She can be hard to read.
Did I hear my name?
You did.
What? It was nothing. I wonder where Atsuro went. Why don't I go look for him?
I'm sorry. I couldn't help but overhear. Do you also find me hard to read?
I mean... in what sense? Because, like, the stoicism is strong, but there's moments where it's like, kind of. There's kind of a hint of emotion in there, little bit. Apart from when your dad died, then it was a lot.
I hope so, but I'm somewhat at a loss. Ever since I was young, my father disciplined me to not show emotions.
That's understandable, but also, like, again, this is probably because this is the remake and it's a year later, so it's a different recording set. But your voice does have a slight higher uptick to it. I don't think that's the right way to describe that. But like, there's a certain cadence to the way you're speaking now, which doesn't quite mesh with the rest of the original base game.
That was how a Shomonkai maiden should present herself to the other adherents. After finishing compulsory education, I elected to devote my life to the Shomonkai.
Why would you do that, madam? Go out, have fun.
I don't regret not pursuing higher education, but I am aware of what I left behind.
Yeah. Wait, wow. That just sunk in. Wow. Again though, how old are you?
When I watch the rest of you, those buried emotions begin to rise to the surface. Spending time with friends, studying, and having relationships.
Is that a sin? Is that a sin though? Also, the line delivery on that was really good.
I wish that I could have known a regular high school life like the other girls. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring something like this up with you.
Straight up, the voice is very different in cadence. Very different in cadence right now. What is that?
Please, forget what I just said. Spreading God's order should be our focus now.
I think my dude's gonna focus on spreading something else, if you know what I'm saying.
From now on, I will dedicate my life to you, the Messiah. Please, guide me through this.
Oh, don't say it like that. Don't say it like that. People would... if anyone ever heard, they'd question. If anyone ever heard, they'd question.
Please line up behind the person in front of you. This area is extremely crowded. If you have a comp or weapon for self-defense, find the nearest representative.
Oh, this looks like one of the lockdown exit checkpoints.
Ow! Hey, stop pushing!
That wasn't me! Everybody pushes in a crowd like this!
He's back.
What? You're so selfish, you know that?
Uh-oh, a fight's gonna break out. We gotta stop them.
Yeah, I agree.
Wait a second, though. Look!
Huh? What's she doing?
What? Who are you calling obnoxious?
Who else fits the bill other than you?
That's enough.
What do you want?
This doesn't involve you. Keep your nose out of it. Wrong. This involves everyone here. Didn't you hear what the angels said yesterday? Be considerate of your brethren. Offer them salvation. Remember? Ugh, sure, but nobody enjoys being in a crowd like this. That's why we have to be considerate.
Sorry. Sorry I called you obnoxious. I was on edge because of the crowding.
I was out of line too. It's impossible not to shove people in crowds like this.
That was so cool! That lady was amazing! No one ever stands up like that!
I'm gonna need you to stop talking for the rest of the game. You cost me, Keisuke. You're gonna have to stop talking for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and it seems like the rest of them have calmed down thanks to her. Phew.
It seems that some are already putting the angel's advice into practice. There seem to be no other problems here. Let us patrol someplace else.
Please, give that back! I'm begging you!
Sir, are you mugging at a time like this?
Shut up! Quit this whining over a stupid wallet or I'll kill ya!
Sir, are you committing crime at a time like this?
But... someone! Someone help me! Please!
Ha! No one's gonna help ya! Everyone's too busy getting out of this lockdown! They don't got time to spare for anyone else!
Found a sinner.
Huh? What do you brats want?
Hey, I'm the what is that next to your head? I saw that before, but I thought that was a thing in the background. No, that's an actual that's a replacement for the death clock. Oh dear. That's an actual graphical thing that's in place. That is a gameplay mechanic I am looking at. That is a heart with chains.
This man is the Messiah, God's agent on Earth. Now, return this woman's wallet.
Messiah? What a bunch of dumbasses!
Did you not hear the proclamation of the angels?
Like I give a damn. You're the ones that decided that. Makes no difference to me.
I mean, you say that, but if angels say, yo, if you sin, God will kill you. Yeah, you can say they decided that, not you, but it does make a difference because if you sin, God will kill you.
Hey, am I seeing things, or is there a weird mark above that man's head?
Oh, you can see that too.
Oh, you too? I see it too!
What are you blabbering about? Messiah or whatever, I don't care. You think I'll freak out over some snot-nosed brats?
If I can summon deities, yes.
How stupid are you? I ain't scared of no god. Bring it!
That's a very bold proclamation to make, sir. To just proclaim that in a world like this. Doubt one who cannot live honestly. Truly pitiful.
What? An angel?
Yeah, bruh. Messiah, why do you hesitate? Look above his head, and you shall see the brand of death. You must deliver the proper punishment to his kind at once.
What? Who's getting punished?
Why are you acting scared, bro? You knew what you were getting in for. It will be in hold thy tongue. As I stated, you have received the brand of death. It is a mark on tainted souls that are beyond redemption, who have drowned themselves in sin. Hence you face punishment here. In his name, be you incinerated. Okay, but did that incinerate her wallet? Be not afraid. You have not sinned. Take your stolen belongings and leave.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much.
The punishment is death? Just stealing a wallet will get you killed?
I mean, not just stealing the wallet. He did threaten to kill her, and then threaten violence upon the Messiah. His punishment was not imposed solely as a result of his actions just now. His soul had already been blackened by his past deeds. He has a sign, or one so corrupt as to be beyond redemption. The brand of death appeared. Correct. Eyes to know the sin of man has been given to the Messiah, spreading his order, and to the Messiah's cohort as well, as long as you stay by his side. Follow what your sight tells you, and deliver judgment upon those unneeded in his world.
A judgment of death? Whatever they've done, isn't that just plain tyranny?
No, we have the death penalty in real life. We have the death penalty in democracies. That's not, no. The death penalty is a thing that exists for people who literally deserve it. Like, again, this guy stole stuff, threatened murder upon someone who was helpless, threatened violence upon he who is of the agent of God, and many other things. It's not tyranny. If someone has committed so many crimes that like no physical amount of imprisonment can do anything to what's not the word? Not redeem. Yes, redeem. That's not the word I'm looking for. Not re-educate. Rehabilitate. If no amount of punishment aside from death could rehabilitate them, then death is the one sole option. We have the death penalty in real life for a reason. Granted, not a lot of people like to use it because it's a bit extreme, but that's not the sign of tyranny. You don't know what you speak. This is his guidance and cannot be tyrannical. I mean, it can. It is unmistakable truth that some souls are so corrupted. Unmistakable truth. Some souls are so corrupted that they cannot be saved. These blackened ones will harm the righteous and endanger peace. They have no place in his world. They must be eliminated to protect the righteous.
So those steeped in sin will be dealt with to protect the righteous from them? True, if they perish due to their heinous actions, they've brought it upon themselves.
Indeed, hence those marked with the brand of death must be incinerated for their sins. Change their wicked ways, you say?
That's right. Shouldn't you give them a chance to start over?
I mean, if their soul is literally drowned in sin, I don't think they're willing to just change at the drop of a hat. When man commits a sin, he feels pain in his heart, but as he commits more and more, he becomes accustomed to that pain and feels nothing. The brand of death signifies this. Leading men such as these to the light, making them feel the pain of sin, is not easy. More likely, these men will continue to sin without giving up their wicked ways. Those with the brand of death must be swiftly judged to keep the righteous from harm. It is a pure heart with such faith in one's neighbour. In light of purity of your intentions, the choice will be entrusted to you.
Thank you so much! That's a huge relief.
But if the number of those with the brand of death does not decrease over time, the choice will be taken from you, and we angels will show no mercy to those humans. The rights and responsibility will be yours. Keep that to heart.
But if they don't repent, then even if they have the brand of death,
If they don't repent, then they die.
we'll be bringing judgment on another human. That won't be considered a sin for us?
Not if we're doing it in the name of God.
Since judgment, when you're talking about the brand of death, means execution.
Yeah, but if we're doing it in the name of the Lord, then no. Ordinarily, smiting your neighbour would be a grave sin, but you are with the Messiah. Those who let the demons yet return to his embrace, as like we angels. Thus does the Lord permit you to cast judgment upon those with the brand of death.
He's right. Killing people is still...
You are Messiah and Overlord. You must use demons to carry out judgment upon sinners. If being his judge pains you so, we angels will continue will become your sword to meet our punishment.
The world God wants, huh? I agree that being righteous will bring about order, but...
Yeah, thinning out evil ones, leaving only good will do the job. In theory, anyway.
Wait, so what was your idea then? Was your idea that everyone, no matter what, would suddenly give up their wicked ways, just because?
I do not blame you for feeling that way now. But that is because the world until now pardoned the existence of evil. God's world is not one where sin is punished, but one where it does not exist.
And since we're reforming the world, a few people will have to die? That's still kind of...
Again, what did you expect?
Well, I can't argue with it. It's already begun. No point in dragging our heels. All right, everyone. Let's do our best.
Hey, sir. Oh my god, that's a fight. Honda, why must you be a battle? God damn it, Honda.